So if there's one thing you should know about me, really, really good, is that I love cars a lot. I love cars a lot. So today I'm going to take you through 20 different car brands in 20 minutes, and that is going to be like 90 minutes, 40 seconds if I do. Number one is Mercedes Benz. So, like, Mercedes Benz is more like a company that a lot of us must really, really know a lot of things about. One, the founder of Mercedes Benz is the founder of Mercedes Benz. I heard the first one that founded the first car. So it's not just a normal name or just a normal car company. It's actually a big car brand. And looking at the logo of Mercedes Benz, there's one thing you should know. It has 3 points, right? And those 3 points mean something actually. Land, sea, and air. And they make automobiles around all these things. That's what I want to get. They make automobiles around all these things, and Mercedes Benz are one of the best car company making concept cars, and they are not scared of trying anything. They have their own trucks. I've seen Mercedes Benz Bolts. Their SUVs are actually top notch. Their cars are one of the best I can recommend for anybody who want to buy a car except from Tesla. Their cars are always the best. So Mercedes Benz is actually a really, really good car. Then we have Chevrolet. Chevrolet is a car company that are known for two things. One, the cars they make are always really, really beautiful, which is something I can give them kudos for. And two, their cars are actually fast. And one thing about the Chevrolet company that you should know one thing: their cars that are not really like fast are different from their cars that are fast. The cars that are fast are actually the Chevrolet Corvettes, more like a sub brand under a Chevrolet company again, which is something a lot of us don't really know. The sub branch under a Chevrolet company again. So those were that make their sports cars, their supercars. That's what it means. Why the normal one for their SUVs? They are not supercars, not two supercars, and just they're good cars. Then we have Bugatti, the car that first broke the record for the fastest car in the world. Bugatti broke the record for the fastest car in the world with the Bugatti Chiron Plus. After it was the first car to hit 400 kilometers in just 42 seconds, but later was overtaken by Koenigsegg, who did it in 28 seconds. Those cars are fast. Like Bugatti cars are one of the best, and they're not just the best. They are the best. They're also the rarest. Let's say, for example, the Bugatti Centurion. There were only 12 units made of that car. You just imagine how it will be. 12 units, so only 12 people have access to the car. Or the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, which is the most expensive, sells for $18.9 million. $18.9 million. That is really, really expensive. So they are not just making like cheap cars. They make fast, luxury, expensive cars that only a few can lay their hands on. Then we have Renault. Renault, I would say Renault is one of the fastest growing electric car innovators. I don't say so because I've seen a lot of concept from Renault, and they are not just making electric cars now. They are making electric automobiles. I'll put it that way because they are touching trucks, robots, concept cars of the future that they will be releasing. I don't know how soon, but they'll be releasing very soon. And they are doing this while also trying to focus on their main car brand and also grow the company. And Renault is, I'll say, one of the best car companies, especially when it comes to making concept cars. They and Mercedes Benz, they are actually really, really good, and I give them kudos for that because concept cars are not just things for now. They are meant to show the vision of what is possible for us to do and what we can achieve in the future, which is really, really good. Yes. Audi, a company that bought my favorite company. So Audi, first of all, is the parent company of Lamborghini. It took me a long time, a really, really long time to know that I finally knew Audi is the parent company of Lamborghini. And just like Chevrolet, they also have their own company, their own section or their own sub company for sport cars, and that is the company Audi Sports. So you might have seen some Audi concept cars, right? Those ones are the Audi Sports, while the main ones are the normal Audi with the four logos. The normal Audi Sport has a different logo. The Audi as on that logo. I don't know why they do so, but I actually think it's a really really good thing. Then Xpeng, I saw this car company a few years ago, I think 2 years ago. I wasn't really sure about what they were doing, but I later found out that they were more into flying cars, which is really really innovative and game changing. Because not just like any other car company, they are into flying cars, making cars that will fly. Not just making cars, making automobiles that will fly, automobiles that are not drones and are not airplanes that will fly, which is really really going to be innovative because it's something that a lot of us will be using in the future, and that is more like a new trend in the automobile sector of making flying cars. So making flying cars will be really really good and innovative. Just that for now they are expensive, so they are trying to make it more to reduce costs. So a lot of us can be able to have access to it much more better. Then Pagani. I don't really know much about this company, but one thing I know about this company is that just like Lamborghini, Porsche, Ferrari, Bugatti, Koenigsegg, this company makes super cars also. Super cars, when I'm talking about super cars, let's say for example the Pagani Ayura. It's not just expensive, what it worth over $12 million. It's not just expensive, but it's also, when I say it's crazily fast. That thing goes over 400 kilometers per hour, faster than the Bugatti, which is insane. So Pagani don't just make, it may not be a name you have heard of, a big name you've heard of, but once two things you take away, they make expensive cars and they make supercars, and their cars are really 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 good. Might not be as good as that of Lamborghini or Bugatti, but they are really really good, and you'll be able to meet up with the standard of anything you're looking for. Then Jaguar, that was not the initial name of Jaguar. You guys should know about that. The initial name of Jaguar was actually SS, but then when the like Soviet Union military, the name of the military was also being SS also, so they have to just like cut it down because they don't want to get in trouble with the military. They have to name it Jaguar, which is, I think it was safe for them then because it was really really good. And one thing about Jaguar cars is that Jaguar are not like a company that are making big things, big cars, electric cars. I've not heard a lot about them. But one thing about them, just the way the animal is in the jungle, that's the way the car is in our community. Jaguar cars are strong. I mean, when I say they're strong, I mean really really strong. Have a good body, really, and they're not just strong. When I say strong, I also mean they're actually safe. So it's really going to be a really really good ride for anybody who wants to try. Then Hyundai, the Korean company, my in-laws. Hyundai, Hyundai cars, Hyundai are trying to produce electric cars because it's a Korean company, it's an Asian company. It's something they must start doing right now. Like something like nearly all Asian car companies are doing. You must be able to like make electric cars, which is, I'll say, is really really good because they are thinking. And looking at the Hyundai logo, there's something you will notice there. It's an H. Actually, it was not an H initially. That thing was two clients shaking each other and coming in agreement with, I don't know whatever they came in agreement with back then. So looking at it, a lot of us have seen H H H H H. Near you, it is not H. There are two clients shaking each other's hands, and that's plus one more knowledge to your brain today. So you have to thank me. So subscribe. Then Ford, one of the biggest American companies, is actually making a lot of exploits. Let's say for example, the Ford cars are not just, I would say, the Ford cars are not just good. And looking back at history, they have been like that since then. Because Ford cars in the past, when Ford first made the first car, there was one funny fact about the car. When he was building the, I think, Model T, he forgot to put the reverse gear. So while he made that car, there was no reverse gear. So if you are to like turn at a certain point, once you drive past that place, the only option you have to do is probably gonna find a way to turn around and come back there. You can't actually reverse back to that point. It's really really good. At the same time, Really, really not good. Number 10, we have Maserati. Looking at Maserati, it's actually one of the most beautiful concept cars, I would say. Not just concept cars, one of the best companies that's ever made cars. The logo of Maserati, if you look at it very closely, is actually a trident. And one fun fact about Maserati is that Maserati was founded by four brothers. But I'll not say four brothers exactly because it's founded by the three Maserati brothers. But the fourth one wasn't involved in making the car. They only told him to design the logo for them, and then it came out with the trident of the Maserati. And there's one thing to take away here: Maserati is also an Italian car. That is why we have no question about it anytime, anywhere. It has a reason to be this beautiful. That's one of the best takeaway. Maserati cars, just like Lamborghini, Ferrari, they're always this beauty first. And that's one thing about Italian cars. They carry the beauty of the car, of the country, anywhere they go around the world. Volkswagen is a really, really big company a lot of us don't really know about. I mean, when I say it's a big company, I mean it's one of the biggest car companies in the world. Not because it has makes a lot of cars, but because it has a lot of companies under it. Volkswagen, you might not know, is also the owner of Lamborghini, Audi, Ferrari, Ducati, Skoda, Seat, MAN, Mack, a lot of car companies. There are up to 12 European car companies under Volkswagen alone, and they accumulate all this while still making cars for Volkswagen. So the CEO of Lamborghini, to your surprise, will also be CEO of Bugatti, CEO of Bugatti, CEO of Volkswagen, CEO of Volkswagen, CEO of Porsche. Which is a really, really, really strange coincidence. Having all the supercars under it. And that's why it is the third biggest car company in the world. Volvo, unlike other car companies, this car company actually made a really, really good impact at the beginning when they were starting the car company. You know, your normal seat belt that's always with you in the car. Actually, that was the patent made by Volvo when cars were becoming mainstream. And the reason why this was really, really helpful, because when they released it out, it was a patent. And on normal note, before you can take a patent of a company, you have to collect permission from the company or pay the company. But when Volvo made the patent of seatbelt, they made it free for other car users, trying to tell us that your security is their major concern. And Volvo is really, really trying, especially in the electric ways, making electric cars a lot of us haven't even heard about yet or know that they are making. And best of all, they are not just making electric cars, they are also making electric trucks, just like that of Mercedes Benz and Tesla semi-truck. Ferrari, founded by Enzo Ferrari, known for his very, very favorite iconic red color, because that is more like the general symbol of Ferrari. Once you see a red color, you know, okay, that's a Ferrari car going, right? The Ferrari car is really, really a good car, but what I was going to tell you was something they did to Lamborghini. Lamborghini wasn't just formed, it was actually formed from a challenge from this man, Enzo Ferrari. See, when Ferrari started, they were the first to make concept cars, I mean concept supercars for speed racing. But then Enzo Ferrari told Ferruccio Lamborghini just one thing: you are a tractor driver. Don't talk to me unless you can make your own car. And so he went out and started to make his own car and made sure that the Ferrari was much more better. And since he was trying to make Ferrari much more better, he made Lamborghini. Nikola, a new car company that is challenging Tesla hard. When I say hard, I mean super hard, because unlike other car companies, this car company is challenging Tesla real hard. I'm not just challenging Tesla in any way. They are making better electric cars, though they haven't started producing it because of some things that happen in the company, but they are making cars better. That's the best word they can use right now. They're making cars in a better way than that of Tesla's, and by doing this, it's going to help the company a lot and going to take the company to a new standard. In fact, before the company started producing cars, they haven't produced anything. In just a few months, the company's worth was already over 24-year-old or 50 or 60-year-old for company. The company's worth went over to 50 billion, and the net worth of the founder went to over 4 billion as well, which is crazily insane. BMW. I've had a lot of questions about this. What is the full meaning of BMW? Someone once said, "Be my wife." Someone once said, I don't see that. But someone who once said, "Bob Marley and the Wheels." Well, the full meaning of BMW is actually Bayan Motorwear Work. And the reason why it is that, I don't know. That just is. And one thing about BMW that the cars are actually really, really powerful. One of the most powerful cars I have known, which have powerful, strong engines, are BMW cars. They are very, very known for their engine, for speed, and for strength. That is the three major things they are known for. And the logo, looking at the logo, it's not just any type of logo. That logo, the blue and the white, are from the Bavarian flags. I don't know where that country is yet, but that is where the logo colors are from. Rolls-Royce, one of the most expensive, it's not the most expensive, or the most ultra luxurious, that's just the main thing. It is the most ultra luxurious car company in the world. And there are some things you take home about Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce takes 6 months to make. It takes 6 months to make a single Rolls-Royce. So it has every reason to be expensive. That's one. Two, when you are buying a Rolls-Royce, you are offered 44,000 colors to pick from. The highest number of colors I've ever heard of was, I think, 360. Yeah, about 44,000. I don't know how many shades they have. And speaking about the colors, if you pick a color that someone has picked before, they call the person, tells the person that you want to use their color, and if the person doesn't grant permission, you can't use it. You have to pick on that color. So be it. They just release their Rolls-Royce Spectra, newly full electric car, and the Vision 100, which are both fully electric car and really, really beautiful concept. Toyota is a company that is known everywhere in the world. When I say everywhere, I mean in the world at large. Everywhere in the world. Here's some fact about Toyota. One, Toyota was founded by Eiji Toyoda. No, sorry, that was the founder of Lexus. It was founded by Kishiro Toyoda, a Japanese. Right. Two, Toyota company first of all started as a company making sewing machine. That's why when you see the logo, it's more like not just a circle, the cross in it. It's a needle wire with the thread passing through it. That was where the logo came from. The Toyota Corolla is the most bought car in the world. Like, to say that a Toyota Corolla is bought every 40 seconds, selling over 44 million units of that Toyota Corolla is going to be really, really game changer. And Toyota makes a lot of cars. Toyota makes over 30 to 40% of cars per year on total numbers of cars being made. Tesla, not a new car company to all of us. It's a really, really big car company. We all know that. They are not scared of trying anything. And thanks to Elon, they're in the company is pushing the limit of what an electric car company is possible. They have not just proving that they can be an electric car, but they can also be a tech company at the same time, because they are producing cars and they are producing phones. Apple produce cars, Toyota produce phones. So joining the two together, you get something like Tesla. That's just the best thing I can say. They are producing robots like Boston Dynamics. Who does that? They don't produce airplanes like Boeing. Crazy concept, right? But one thing I just know about the car company that since they are trying a lot of things like this, it's going to help the car company to attain much more newer and higher heights. Lamborghini, my favorite car company. One thing you guys should just know about me, that I love Lamborghini cars so much that the favorite quote I've ever had was, buy a Ferrari if you want to be somebody, but buy a Lamborghini when you are somebody. It's a really, really good concept cars, and there's some more of their rules and their regulations that I often end up following up myself. Because let's give an example. Number one, they once asked the the Lamborghini CEO, why don't you make ads? He said those that will buy our cars are not sitting down and watching TV. Like right now, my elder sister is watching TV, and I'm here teaching you guys. Subscribe for more. Be like the Lamborghini company. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the very next one. Bye.